a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Cam Reads Things. Today we're on Ask Reddit and the question is, what joke do you tell when someone asks you to tell a joke? Start off right at the top. Dad comes to his son and tells him he's adopted. The boy screams, "I knew it! I want to see my real parents!" "We are your real parents, son. Pack your stuff, they're waiting." Well, I'm sure everybody here knows about Murphy's Law, but you guys probably don't know about Cole's Law, am I right? What's Cole's Law? Well, it's thinly sliced cabbage. Sometimes it has a vinaigrette or mayonnaise. Why did the old woman fall into the well? Because she didn't see that well. What do you do if you're attacked by a group of clowns? Go for the juggler. The juggler, because it's like the Yep. I was once attacked by a group of mimes. They did unspeakable things to me. Homicidal mimes. The silent killer. A guy and a girl are on their 4th date at a fancy restaurant. Things are getting serious. They meet eyes over the menus, giggle and blush. The guy looks at the girl and says, I'm not sure how to say this. The girl responds excitedly, "Just say it! Say it!" Worcestershire. I love to tell dad jokes, but I don't have any kids. I guess that makes me a faux pas. I love to tell dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs. I once told my dad 10 puns in an effort to get him to laugh, but no pun intended. When does a joke become a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. When does the punchline become apparent? After the delivery. I like dad jokes, but honestly, a good steak joke is even better. Unfortunately, it's a medium that's rarely well done. When does a kid joke become a dad joke? When it's fully grown. One day a whale was swimming through the ocean. Another whale appeared and said, First whale replied, "Are you drinking again?" A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers and says, "I'll have 5 beers, please." A man opens his door and finds a snail on his front porch. He picks it up and throws it across the street. A year later, the man opens the door and finds that same snail on his porch. The snail looks up and says, "What was that about?" A guy walks into a bar and asks for a pie and a pint, and the bartender hands them over. He downs the pint, puts the pie on his head, and walks out. The bartender thinks, well, that was weird. The next night, the same guy comes in and asks for a pie and a pint. The bartender gives him a funny look and hands over the pie and the pint. The customer downs the pint, puts the pie on his head, and walks out. The bartender thinks, all right, what the heck's going on here? If he comes in again, I'm gonna ask him about that pie. The next night, the guy comes in and asks for a pie and a pint. The bartender replies, "We're out of pies." "Oh, right. Bag of chips then, yeah?" The bartender hands him his pint and his bag of chips. The guy downs the pint, puts the chips on his head, and goes to walk out. The bartender calls after him, "Now, hold on, I need to know. Why do you put the chips on your head?" The guy says, "You're out of pies," and walks out. What do you do if you see a spaceman? Park your car, man. What do you do if you see a fireman? Put it out, man. What do you do if you see a postman? Walk around it, man. What do you do if you see a Spider-Man? Get photos of him on my desk by noon. What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? Have you ever imagined a world without any hypothetical situations? How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm? You look for the Fresh Prince. Thanks everybody for watching this episode of Cam Reads Things. I hope to do a lot more of these. I really enjoy reading stuff from the internet. I'll post the link in the description of the page where all these jokes are coming from. If you can think of anything else that you think I should read, please leave a message in the comments and I will get around to it as soon as I possibly can. Thanks again and see you next time. Bye!